You're here because you've seen the hype, the curvature, the 240Hz, the future of gaming monitors, they say, the Samsung Odyssey G9, a dream screen. But here's what surprised me. I've used it for months, and I'm telling you right now, don't buy it. Not yet. This isn't a hate video. This is a warning, because for every breathtaking moment, there's a hidden cost. A technical problem waiting to ruin your game, your workflow, your sanity. For the best price, if you still want it, click the link in the description. I'll show you the breathtaking vistas this monitor can create, but then I'll show you the cracks in the foundation, the flicker, the dead pixels, the software that feels like a beta test. Why would a monitor this expensive, this celebrated, have so many fundamental issues? That's the real review, so stick around. /N/N Act 1, the dream versus the reality, /N/N. Let's start with the good. Because it's asterisk, so asterisk good. Unboxing this thing is an event. It's massive. It's heavy. It feels like you're unpacking a piece of a spaceship. You get it set up and you power it on. That initial boot is a religious experience. The 49-inch super ultra-wide screen wraps around your vision. It's not a monitor, it's a viewport. The 1000R curvature is aggressive. They say it matches the curvature of the human eye. In practice, it's immersive in a way flat panels can't touch. You load up a racing sim or a flight simulator, and you are in the cockpit. The 240Hz refresh rate is buttery. Combined with the 1 ms response time, motion is crystal clear. This is where the dream is sold. It's a siren song for competitive gamers and productivity warriors alike. You think of the multitasking, 3 windows side by side, easy, no more bezels. It's a single, seamless canvas. The QLED panel offers vibrant colors and deep blacks. HDR 1000 certification means bright highlights pop. In the right game, with the right settings, it's arguably the best gaming experience you can buy. /N/N, but /N/N, there's always a but. The first problem often hits you before you even install a driver. Scan the subreddits, read the forums, the lottery begins. Dead pixels, not 1 or 2, but clusters. Stuck pixels that glow like tiny, angry stars on your $1,500 investment. It's not universal, but it's frequent enough that it has a name. The G9 panel lottery. You might win. You probably won't. My first unit had a green pixel stuck right in the center. It was like a digital fly I couldn't swat. I returned it. The second unit, clean for a week. Then the flickering. The flickering. This is the G9's signature move. You'll be working and the screen will subtly strobe. Or you'll enable G-Sync or FreeSync Premium Pro, and in certain scenes, the screen will violently flicker black. It's not your GPU. It's the monitor. It's a known, widespread issue that Samsung has tried to patch with firmware updates. Which brings us to problem number 2. Firmware updates are a nightmare. You need a specific USB drive formatted in a specific way. You download the file from Samsung's website, which feels like it was designed in 2003. You follow the cryptic instructions. The update can take 20 minutes where your screen is unusable, and sometimes it bricks the monitor completely. There's a joke here. What's the difference between a Samsung firmware update and a Russian roulette game? With roulette, you have better odds, so you're stuck. Live with the flicker or risk turning your premium monitor into a very expensive paperweight. /N/N, let's rehook for a second. You're spending this much for a seamless experience. But what you're buying is a part-time job in troubleshooting. Is that a trade-off you're willing to make? We haven't even gotten to the physical design yet. /N/N Act 2. The devil in the details. /N/N the stand. It's a monstrous, heavy, V-shaped footprint. It looks cool in a brutalist way, but it devours your desk. Depth. You need a desk that's at least 30 inches deep, or this thing will be in your lap. Literally, there's no height adjustment, only tilt. So if the screen isn't at the perfect eye level for your setup, you're out of luck. You must buy a third-party monitor arm, a strong one. We're talking $200 plus for an arm that can handle this beast. That's an added, hidden cost. The ports are another headache. It has DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.1. Great, But to get the full 240Hz at the native 5120x1440 resolution, you must use DisplayPort, and not just any cable. A certified high-quality VESA DisplayPort 1.4 cable, the one in the box. Often it's the culprit for flickering issues. So more money, more guesswork. The HDMI 2.1 ports are capped at 120Hz at full resolution. Why? No one knows. It feels arbitrary, like the engineers forgot to flip a switch. And the core lighting on the back, the RGB. It's fine, it's a faint glow. It won't light up a room. Think of it as a polite nod to gamer aesthetics. It's the monitor equivalent of a dad wearing a leather jacket. It's the software. Oh, the software. The on-screen display, OST, is controlled by a little joystick on the back. It's awkward to reach. The menu system is sluggish and convoluted. Changing a simple setting feels like navigating a maze blindfolded. And then there's the eye saver mode and flicker-free technology. The jokes write themselves. Eye saver mode on a screen that causes eye strain from flickering is like putting a band-aid on a broken leg. It's a placebo setting. The real kicker, local dimming. The G9 has it for HDR, but it's aggressive. In dark scenes, you can see the zones blooming, light halos around bright objects on dark backgrounds. It's distracting. You paid for HDR 1000, but the implementation can make some HDR content look worse. It's a first-generation feature on a monitor that feels like a first-generation product. /N/N, let me pause and ask you this. How many compromises are too many? At $500, these issues might be acceptable, but we're talking about a monitor that costs as much as a full gaming PC. The tension is real. The performance is there. Therefore, the flaws are that much more glaring. /N/N Act 3. The verdict and who it's actually for. /N/N. So, after all that, who is this monitor for? It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the person who wants plug and play. It's a tinkerer's monitor, a hobbyist's project. If you get a good panel and you nail the firmware and you buy the right cable and you have a desk the size of a dinner table and you disable features that should work, then it's phenomenal. For the 1% of users who check all those boxes, it's the best in the world. For sim racers and flight sim enthusiasts, the immersion may outweigh the bugs. For productivity power users who need the screen real estate and can tolerate the quirks, it's a powerhouse. /N/N, but for the average gamer. For someone upgrading from a reliable 27-inch monitor, this is a minefield. Your money is better spent elsewhere. You could get a fantastic 38-inch ultrawide with fewer issues, or 2 high refresh rate 27-inch monitors for the same price. You'd have more flexibility and far less risk. The Odyssey G9 is a concept car. It shows you what's possible, but concept cars aren't daily drivers. They break down, they have quirks. This is a concept monitor that Samsung put on sale, and we, the consumers, are the beta testers. That's the ultimate truth. Every firmware update is an apology note. Every forum thread is a support group. /N/N, here's the final joke. What do you call a Samsung Odyssey G9 owner? An optimistic hardware technician. They're always working on it. /N/N resolution. My final advice is simple. If you are absolutely, utterly in love with the form factor and you have a high pain tolerance, wait. Wait for the Odyssey G9 Neo, which has a mini-LED backlight and hopefully more refined firmware. Or wait for a sale so deep that the risk feels worth it. But as of today, with the standard G9, the problems are too common, too fundamental. The dream is seductive. The reality is a spreadsheet of issues. Therefore, for most of you watching, don't buy the Samsung Odyssey G9. Not until Samsung truly fixes it. The link in the description will show you the current price on Amazon. Look at it. Then ask yourself, is this potential headache worth that number? For the best price, if you've decided to roll the dice, click that link. But consider this your final warning. You've been given the honest review. The choice now is yours.